Hello there, welcome to our channel. Well, Sony has finally announced their Xperia 5 Mark IV smartphone and it will be available at the end of October 2022 for approximately $1,000. This was especially good to hear since the Mark III took 9 months to go on sale. That's a long time in smartphone industry. Anyways, for all intents and purposes, the Xperia 5 Mark IV is a smaller version of the Xperia 1 Mark IV. This smartphone is touted as a powerhouse model with the same premium hardware components as its more expensive sibling, including a high-end processor, cameras, 5G specifications, and other hardware components. But before we take a look at all that, let me tell you about the changes Xperia 5 Mark IV brings against its predecessor Mark III. The good news is that the wireless charging has finally made its way to this model. This is one feature that many had wished to see from the very beginning, but after a long wait, finally our wishes have been heard. Also, the battery size has increased, now offering 5000 mAh. The device can fast charge up to 50% in just 30 minutes with a charger, which is sold separately. Another upgrade from Xperia 5 Mark III is the processor, but it's not what we hoped. It's running on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, unfortunately no 8 Plus here. This is by no means a lousy processor, it's just that it has heating issues which unfortunately limits the power this chip can provide. Anyways, it's accompanied with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Also, there's a microSD card slot for further expansion. And finally, the selfie camera has been bumped up to the larger 12MP 1x2.9" sensor with a fixed focus 24mm f2.0 lens. Now let's go back to the design and specs. Physically, the Xperia 5 Mark IV is almost the same size as the Xperia 5 Mark III. The 4 is even 1mm shorter and narrower, but 4 grams heavier. It keeps the 21:9 aspect ratio from other Sony phones, offering the screen size of 6.1-inch 1080p OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate, and it's approximately 50% brighter than the previous 5 series model. As for sound, the Xperia Mark IV offers Sony's 360 reality audio and has 3 options for high quality audio, which includes a wired 3.5mm audio jack, wireless headphones, and front-facing full-stage stereo speakers. Sony used a traditional camera arrangement for the Xperia 5 Mark IV. The primary and ultra-wide cameras of the Xperia 5 Mark IV are identical to those on the Xperia 1 Mark IV. However, its 12MP 60mm equivalent telephoto camera and 3D time-of-flight sensor are different. In addition to optical stabilization on the wide and telephoto lenses, all 3 lenses include autofocus. Also, 3 sensors have a fast 120fps readout speed, and Sony has added real-time eye autofocus and real-time tracking to the Xperia 5 Mark IV's primary camera by integrating distant analysis with AI. In terms of connectivity, the Xperia 5 Mark IV features a USB Type-C port, sub-6 GHz 5G support, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC. On the software front, the device runs Android 12 out of the box. The Xperia 5 Mark IV is IP68 water resistant and dust proof and comes clad in Gorilla Glass Victus on both sides. Well, that covers everything about this phone. Hope you enjoyed it, thank you for watching and catch you in the next one.